What am I going to do this morning?
Howdy folks, it's Nito with AP2020 Outdoors. Welcome to the AP2020 Outdoors Outdoor Shooting Range. Yes sirree, this is my private shooting range. You can't get any more remote than this. I don't think there's any humans for several miles. Howdy folks, it's Nito with AP2020 Outdoors. This is Outdoor Podcast Season 1. I've got a very special guest today, this evening, Gabe Crist with Mos-Tek barrels and custom firearms. Gabe, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, Nito. Thanks for having me today, man. I'm looking forward to the podcast and see where we're gonna go and stuff, and looking forward to talking about Mos-Tek a little bit. So
Awesome.
yeah,
So I'll tell you what, Gabe. Full disclosure, man, I'm terrible with time. The last three guys have been like Central Time,
yeah,
and like I quote them a time and I put EST, Eastern Standard Time. So it's either me or them. It's like the last three have been like, it's like an hour early. I'm like, oh,
oh,
sorry. So, but this is it's 8 o'clock here in Ohio. What time is it there?
oh, it just turned 6. I mean, the light you see right now, that's through the window, so it's
Oh, so
still,
you're only
you
two
know,
hours behind. I thought you were 3 hours.
yeah. I guess. Well, I looked it up before because you said like our meeting starts at 8 EST. I'm like, oh, I gotta double check. So
Right.
yeah, so I
Okay,
guess we're only
cool.
2 though. Yeah.
Cool. So let's get some fun stuff out of the way. Do you remember me texting you a picture of a beaver?
Oh my, dude. I don't know if you posted that yet. That's a big old beaver though, dude.
Yeah.
That's a monster beaver. I was showing a buddy, and he's from Oregon. They have beavers up there and stuff. Because Arizona, I think we've maybe a few, but I've never seen one down here. And I
Well,
showed him a picture, and he's like, holy cow, it's a big old beaver." So
so
52 pounds, man. It's a monster.
so I'd never, you know what? There are two things I'd never done in my life. I'd never waterfowl hunted and I've never trapped, right? Like I'm
Uh-huh.
in Ohio too. Like I'm a good old country boy and there's plenty of places I could have grown up trapping, but I just never did it. And
Yeah.
so the quick story behind behind the beavers is that I secured some more property to coyote hunt, right? And
Okay.
this 83-year-old dairy farmer, like in Ohio, like do you guys get to hunt private land? And are you in Arizona, right?
Yeah. We can hunt private. You just gotta obviously know the landowner, be respectful, and if you're nice enough to let you hunt,
Do,
coyotes on their
do you
property.
do you have to get written permission or not?
Yes. Yeah. You gotta have written
Yeah.
permission.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so Ohio's the same way. You gotta get. I mean, a lot of guys don't, and whatever. But I mean,
Yeah.
I hunt with like some high dollar stuff, and that's all it would take was a game warden to bust me, and then they can confiscate whatever you got,
They can confiscate everything on you and your truck, man.
in
The
your
rig that
truck,
took you
your
there.
boat, or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Heck
So,
no.
anyways, so I met this guy like it's been a month now, right? And
Mhm.
he's like, "Well, Sonny, before I sign your property slip, let's go tour the farm." So we're walking around this farm, and we get to like the bottom, like where this creek's running. He's like, "What do you think about that?" I'm like, "What the?" And it's like a 50-foot wide dam, right? I mean, this creek's only like 6 feet wide, but it's like 50 feet wide, and it's like 8 feet deep on the other side.
Holy dang, man. That's a big old dam.
And
For
and
for
and
just
he's
a little
like,
crick too?
yeah. And he's like, you think you can help me with these beavers? I'm like, thinking to myself, sure.
Shoot, I've trapped a
I'll,
lot, man. Yeah.
I'll do anything to
Yeah.
get more. Well, see, I'll tell you what, man. So, like, we live out like 10 miles from the nearest city, right?
Yeah.
And so the nearest city is only like 12,000 people. And
Oh.
we're like 10 miles from there. And so, like, this road that this farmer's on, um, it's like kind of a shortcut to get back to where we live at, right?
Okay.
And like I've been driving by this farm for like 20 years, man. I'd always look up at it. I'd be like, man, I'd love to hunt there, but I just never knew who owned it. And then here I got this opportunity to hunt. I mean, they got some like giant bucks there, and turkey and
Oh, dude, yeah. And
coyotes.
it starts with the coyotes too. Then like you build a
Uh,
relationship. They're like, oh yeah, oh I have a nice buck. Come and take it.
Oh
So
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Just build a relationship.
So when he asked me, he says, "Can you think you can help me with these beavers?" I'm like, "Heck yeah, I can help you with these beavers." I don't know. The first thing, at first I was gonna shoot him, right? Like I was getting to
Yeah.
shoot them at night with my thermal, and
Uh-huh.
and in Ohio, like I don't know, like where places have like a lot of beavers. In Ohio, there's a beaver trapping season. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it only runs like for 2 months, 2 or 3 months, and it ended February 29th, right? And this
Yeah.
was like probably the first week in February, right?
Okay.
So I started looking up the regulations, and you cannot shoot a beaver unless it's in a trap.
Oh, so you have to trap.
So you have to trap them, right? So
Yeah.
I'm like, oh darn. So I started watching some YouTube videos, and I went to our Rural King the next day, and I bought a couple of conibears. Have you ever seen the conibear body traps?
I think you sent me a picture. It's like a big old like spring though, and it kind of like
Those
closes
things are
on, right?
nasty, man. Like
Oh
if
yeah.
you
Oh
got your
yeah.
hand caught in it, it'd probably break your hand, dude. I mean,
Holy
it's
cow.
like the square. It's like 8 by 10 inches, and it's these two opposing squares,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And it just like snaps, man. I was like, holy crap. And I ended up buying these like huge giant scissors to set it, right? So, anyways, so I set up this trap on this. Well, the first week, my youngest boy and I, we go back there, right? And we're
Yeah.
like a couple kids playing on this dam, right? And we got this pickaxe, and we're like trying to punch a hole in it. So we punch a hole in it, and water's just flowing out, man. It's like
Oh dang.
downstream's rising like a foot. And so we get that done. The next day I come back, right? I come back, the freaking dam is like repaired. I'm like,
In
holy
in
crap,
one day?
yeah, I was like, what the heck? So then I find out that these beavers, when they hear that rushing water, they swim over to the dam and they repair the dam. So, anyways, long story short, I ended up catching that first night, that big 52-pound male. And then the next week I caught the female, which unbeknownst to me, I thought it was a 47-pound. Unbeknownst to me, I posted a picture on Facebook. I'm like, hey man, I'm a freaking newbie, dude. I mean, I'm not gonna claim to be some expert, but this is what has happened. What do you think? Are there, because I haven't caught a beaver since, right? And
Yeah.
the guy was like, do you know that other one was a male? And I was like, no. I'm like, have you ever tried to sex a beaver? I mean, they don't have, like, males don't have a prominent penis, like a buck, right?
Oh, really?
Or an elk or whatever. Yeah, apparently it's like a little, I don't know, it's like a little stick that lays across where, like, they all have their anus. It's like, right, it's weird, the anatomy of a beaver, right? So I'm
I
thinking
didn't
that
look
the
that up. That's weird.
female, I think the second one was a female because I haven't caught anything yet. So, anyways,
Okay.
man, we're talking here. Look,
You got it pelted?
haha.
You had it pelted?
No,
Dude,
I
that's
did it myself, man.
dude, that's what I'm talking about. That's freaking huge, man. I
Oh
can't even
yeah,
see it
this
all.
this thing's like 40 inches in diameter, man.
Holy, that's is that the big old male you got?
Yeah, yeah. And then the female's not much smaller, man. She's like 47. But
Those are big
I
old
mean,
beavers, man.
I've done deer hides, right? So I know how to tan and stuff.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I ended up buying a fleshing board, because I'm thinking, heck, I'm gonna get like 20 of these suckers. Well, I just got two. So,
Yeah. Hey,
so
you have it for
anyways,
deer now though, so you're great.
huh?
You have it for deer now though, so you're golden.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I used to tan on my deer hides when I was younger. But anyways, so that's my beaver story. So,
Dude, yeah, that's
dude, tell
awesome.
me about this. Your dad, I think your dad posted your javelina hunt.
Oh yeah,
Was
dude.
that you
Oh yeah.
screaming like a bonsai, or is
Yeah,
that
yeah.
somebody else?
No,
Was
that
that
was me.
you?
Yeah,
What the heck?
yeah.
What was like? You were like, yeah.
Oh, dude, well, like, the leading up to that, so, like, we went hunting on, like, we left Thursday, and we
Right.
hunted Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and came back Sunday. But usually, like, when we get there, we'll scout the first day, season opens on Friday, um, and we'll scout, and usually we don't see jack crap, but this year, dude, they were everywhere, man. They were everywhere. Um,
You used a 30-30, didn't you? Or
I
not?
was using
You
I
said you were
was
going to, huh?
I was using a 30-30, but oh, dude, I was not shooting good,
Was that
man.
iron sights or peeps, or was it the buckhorn sight?
Yeah, yeah, it was.
Winchester 94.
Yeah, yeah, it's a Winchester 94 pre 64, so
Oh,
it's a
dude,
solid rifle.
364. I'll give
Yeah,
you
dude.
$200 for it.
200. That's all it's worth, right? That's all it's worth.
Dude, that thing's worth probably $2,000.
Oh, it's in pretty good condition too. I mean, the owner.
364? Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, yeah, it's solid. I think it was made in like the 40s. I dated it or whatever, but I shot
Right.
at 2 pigs with that and I missed, and I'm like, I'm not shooting for
How far
crap
away?
with this thing. They weren't too far. It was like 50 to 80 yards, both of them, but I think for one of them I shot right under, and the other one I shot right over. So,
Were you
I
using
switched to my.
150 grain or 170 grain? Do you
I was
remember?
using the one. I was using the 170. I think like the rem
170s.
locked is what I was
Yeah.
using. I loaded some up, some like 150 grain, just
Right.
soft point or whatever, and I ran out right before, so I just took a box of ammo and it was
Right.
shooting good. So,
Well, heck, them
um,
javelina, they ain't that big an animal, are they?
they're usually not like the biggest like we've not the biggest we've seen, but average size is about 50 pounds
Yeah, I
walking
mean,
around.
well, my beaver was 52, so
Yeah, dude, that's a I'm just putting in perspective. Yeah, that's a big old
right,
beaver. But on this trip, we got mine was probably 70 pounds. My javelina. I
right.
got a big old javelina. I'll send you a picture after the podcast to show you.
Well, so I'd seen the
Um,
video. So what rifle I was like, that ain't his 30-30. What rifle was that?
no, so that's my 6 millimeter arc built on
Nice. What
yeah
kind is
built
it?
on Mos. It's a six arc. It's built on like a Mos-Tek up like billet upper and lower and 24-inch barrel spiral fluted. It's a pretty sweet gun. I love that gun and
Sweet.
yeah, I have that on video actually. I smoked it at probably like only 80 yards, just like trotting along, walking along, and me and my buddy at the same time smoked two of them. So
What
yeah,
what load were you shooting?
I was just using the match 108s.
Oh,
That's what
the
I had on me.
180s.
Yeah, because I wasn't even planning on hunting with that. I brought it for hunting yotes in the
Right,
mornings or in the
right.
fields and stuff, and we ended up getting a few. But I just had it as a backup, and I saw he's out there, so I grabbed the six arc and took care of business. But yeah,
What
so
optic
I was
you
just
got on
using
that?
108s, but
What
um,
optic?
I think it was just like some I don't even remember. I think it's a Nikon. It's not that good of an
Nikon.
optic.
Right, right,
It's a Nikon something. I don't know. I got to get
right.
it changed out. It's not that good. I don't like it that
Yeah,
much.
that's cool. I mean, you got
Um,
the so let me know this. Tell me this. Do javelinas really stink bad? I heard they
oh
do.
yeah, dude. That the like on their
It's like,
back, kind of like
what is it like?
I don't
It
know. It doesn't smell like crap. It doesn't smell like piss. Like
or
I don't know,
skunk?
dude.
Is it like
It's
coyotes
not.
rank, man? Coyotes are nasty. I'm telling you.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
No,
a
they're not.
skunk
They're not.
smell.
Yeah, maybe it's like it kind of hits your nose like a skunk smell, but it doesn't really smell like a skunk. It's just like super musky and like
Right.
I can't even describe it. You just got to be there skinning a javelina,
I
and
heard
you'll be like,
they're pretty
oh,
nasty smelling.
they're nasty. They have a big old like scent gland like on their back of their spine, probably like back of their spine, probably
Right.
like 8 to 10 inches above their anus, I'd say.
Right.
And it's just like I think it's a territorial thing, or if they all like get like scattered or whatever,
Right.
they can find their way to each other with their nose and their
All
scent.
right.
So
So what was the
and
deal of hunting them? Did you have to get a permit? They're not like varmints, are there? I mean, you
no,
can't just
see,
go out and shoot them.
no, you can't. I mean, there is. I just found this out recently though. It's there's a certain tag you buy. It's like $25, and you can take two. I haven't done that yet though. We in Arizona, you have to put in for a draw for everything big game, and that includes javelina. And 8 of us put in for a draw, and 8 of us got tags.
No
So
kidding.
we got plenty of javelina. The first day we got 5, but it's just a drawing system, and we all got lucky in our units, and we all got drawn. So
What was the dates of the season? What was the season dates?
I think it was February 23rd to like February 23rd to February 27th. I think it's
So
about
it's
four
only
or five
four
days.
days, 5 days.
Yeah, it's not a long hunt. It's not a long hunt at all. It might be, yeah, 23rd to 27th, so it's 4 days.
I
Yeah,
wonder
it's not a
why.
long hunt at all.
Yeah, that always baffled me because I've had some friends out west. I wonder why the West have some really, like I consider them really bizarre game laws. Like your draw,
Yeah,
like in Ohio. I don't know if you know in Ohio, from the I would say like from the early '90s to like maybe the mid 2000s. Dude, I could kill 6 deer a year.
holy cow,
I could
holy
kill one
cow.
buck and 5 does, and 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 I also used to hunt for the small city where I live at. I used to do damage control for them, and there was one year I killed like 30 deer with my bow.
Oh my, Dude,
Oh
that's a
yeah, it's
dream, man.
crazy. I mean, it's like, but then I've talked to people out west. They're like, "Oh yeah, we got to put in to get a tag," and I'm like, "Really?"
Yeah, yeah, you do, and you're lucky if you get drawn. Like some of the units, like they're pretty crappy units, and you can usually get drawn in those units. But if it's like a trophy hunt, people will put in for 50 years, and they won't get
No
drawn.
kid. Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
I know. Yeah,
I
like
heard
I know
Arizona's
someone.
like world renowned for elk, though. Have you ever had
Oh,
an elk hunt?
I did when I was young. I didn't even see anything. We didn't even see a cow. Like
Really?
it was hunted pretty hard. I think it was like a December hunt, so it already been the rut and it's hunted
Oh
pretty
yeah,
hard. But
right.
in like especially on the res and the units over there, like unit 10 has some nice bulls, but people get like 400-inch bulls, man, like some big old
Dang.
bulls. And then we even have big old mule deer up on the strip, northern Arizona, where you
Right.
can get like 200-inch mule deer, and it's they get pretty big here,
Is that the
surprisingly. Like,
kebab?
yeah, yeah, I think it's the kebab or kebab. It's something
Kebab?
like that.
You
Kebab, I think it is.
you should look that up. In the '70s, there was like a major. It was like a major kill. It was like a tragedy. Do a Google on that sometime. It's really interesting. The
Okay,
kebab. It was like there was like hundreds of mule deer just died one winter.
really?
Yeah, yeah. But I remember reading that in a Outdoor Life magazine back in the day. But that's
Okay.
the only reason why I know that. It's KAIBAB, right? Something like that.
Yeah, yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
and
I don't
like,
know the pronunciation, but
yeah,
so it's
look it up sometime. Look it up. Like at the Boone and Crockett in Arizona, the biggest mule deers come out of that unit.
oh yeah. Yeah,
Like
just the
some
genetics.
big old. Well, I think they think that they come down from like southern Utah area, and they kind of just
Right,
like roam that area. And it's kind of their home. Like there's
right.
not many up there. I think the percent if you get drawn, I think there's only 50 tags a year there, and the percent to get drawn is less than point. I think it's 0.01 or 0.1% of getting drawn there. It's like
Dang.
nothing. It's like nothing.
It's like
Yeah.
hitting the lottery, maybe.
Oh, that's the system in Arizona. Like I know guys that he has 30 bonus points and he's been putting in for 30 years.
Right.
Like yeah, yeah. It's nuts. Like it sucks honestly because you can't hunt every year. It's not a guarantee. I mean, I think if you do archery, which I think about switching over to, you can pretty much hunt every year because there's always like over the counter tags. You can just go down to the AZ Game and Fish like store here, I guess, or
Right.
whatever that is. And you can buy an over the counter tag for archery, and you can go take a mule deer pretty much every year.
Sweet.
But
So
I
okay,
don't know how
so
to shoot though.
I've
So
been
yeah.
revealing this. So you see my logo, the AP2020 Outdoors logo?
Let me see.
You know my
No.
logo?
Oh, at the top right, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Is that what that's from? That buck right
Yeah,
there?
that buck inspired the logo. Let me get my mic out of the way.
Oh,
Hang on a
really?
second.
You took that buck?
Yeah, that's a 182-inch with the recurve, dude.
Dude, that's
Recurve,
pretty hardcore.
cedar arrows, and hand sharpened broadhead.
Dude.
Oh
How
yeah.
long ago was that, man?
That's
That's a
that's
big
back in
old buck.
'99, dude. That was 25 years ago.
Dude, with the recurve. Yeah, that's pretty hardcore. That's awesome. That's a big
That's
old
what
buck.
people are like. I was like, "Where'd you find your buck logo?" I said, "Well, that's a buck I took." They're like, "No, you didn't." I says, "Yeah, I
Dude,
did."
yeah. That's a big old buck, man.
7-yard
Oh,
shot, buddy.
oh, were you up in a tree stand or
Yeah, I
something?
was up in a tree stand, but it was one of those hunts where um yeah, I didn't even. It was like the peak of the rut, first week in November, and
Oh
I'd
yeah.
never seen the buck before. So right time, right place, man. I got lucky.
Yeah, yeah. No,
Yeah.
that's how I don't know. Javelina hunting this year was I was it was nuts. Like the field that we were hunting next to a farmer's orchard, and he said at one point his neighbor counted 130 javelina in
See,
his
that's what
orchard,
that's what I don't
and
understand.
it's
So do they really regulate them to get the money, or I mean, because like in Ohio, or you think about this. So like you're in Arizona, right?
mhm.
How far is Texas from you?
uh I don't know. It's probably 800 miles. You got to go all the way across New Mexico into Texas.
Right, right. But I mean,
So depending on what part of Texas.
You go to Texas, there's freaking millions of feral hogs.
Oh yeah,
They
millions.
just treat them like, it's like they shoot them and just leave them lay for the buzzards or coyotes.
Oh yeah, you
But
can hunt coyotes and you can hunt hogs in Texas without a license. You don't have to buy a license. You just go
no,
there,
right,
pop them.
right.
Yeah,
So, anyways, all right. Let's kind of we talk all night about hunting, but let's talk
Yeah.
about. So let's talk about Mos-Tek. I mean, I never really talked with you initially. It was your dad. Um, brain fart.
Aaron.
Aaron.
Yeah.
Aaron's gonna kill me. I was like, Nito, I can't believe you freaking forgot my name.
Yeah.
So tell me, give us the story of Mos-Tek. I guess number one, where the heck did Mos-Tek come from? I can see
Aaron,
tech as being technology, but
yeah, Aaron was laying in bed one day because he'd been thinking about names for a while. And it just kind of popped in his head, Mos-Tek, MOS. That's TEK.
really,
There's like an acronym behind the MOS, like that all stands for something. I can't remember what it is. Aaron can tell you what it is for sure though. But he was just laying in bed. He's like, I gotta find out a name, a cool name. It's not like, really stands out there. It's easy to say. It's not too long. And so, hey, Mos-Tek it is.
how long
And that,
ago was that?
oh, 7 years. I think 2018. So 6 years we've been in business.
And you've
Um,
been with them how long?
since 2019, I believe. Yeah, 2019, I think.
So what is I guess did you all just start doing barrels, AR barrels, or bolt action, or what was the begin like the
Um,
first year? What were you guys producing?
Initially, so Aaron was working on a project. I'm not gonna talk too much about it because we still hope to release it someday. He was
Okay,
working on a project for like a 22 something, and we needed barrels made. And no one would really make our barrels for us. Like you can go like find kind of smaller companies and they'll make your barrels for you OEM, but they want like a big volume to make a custom barrel essentially. So it all started with Aaron getting annoyed at that, and he's like, "Well, screw this! I'm just gonna go buy a new machine and make my own dang barrels."
oh
So
yeah,
that's what he did. So he went and bought a new Haas TL1 back in 2019, and started from there. Brought it, put it in their 3-car garage. Had a manual lathe already from a previous business, and we've had a manual lathe in our garage for the last like I don't know probably 20 years, ever since I've been alive, anyways. Um, and put the TL1 in the garage. Started making barrels. I think our first batch was like 9 millimeter PCC barrels for ARs, and
okay,
then it was AR-15 barrels, like 5.56 barrels. And then when the 350 Legend got released, that's what kind of where we started gaining more popularity. We started making some 350 Legend barrels and bolt guns, and our main thing over the last 6 years has been custom barrels. That's what we're known for. We'll make anything, from CZ brands to sticking to VORs, ARs, bolt guns, everything. We've made a little bit of everything. And yeah, we just make really good premium barrels. You have a few of our barrels, don't you? At
oh
least a
yeah,
300 Blackout and a 350 Legend, right?
oh gosh, I got 300 Blackout, 350 Legend, 400 Legend, um, 8.6 Blackout.
Oh, I
Those
forgot
four
about that
different
one.
calibers. Yeah,
Yeah.
4 calibers across. Who knows? I got
Oh yeah.
barrels everywhere.
Yeah. You gotta get a 22 arc next though. You gotta try
Yes,
that out.
yes,
Yeah, 'cause I
absolutely.
know you already have a 6 arc, so we gotta figure something out. Get you a
Yeah,
22 arc.
I want a 24-inch. Um, yeah, 24-inch. I want to get the max velocity.
Okay.
Which I don't
Yeah,
know
no.
if 24 inches um is the case capacity big enough to actually. Are you gonna get pointed diminishing returns? I would think you would still gain velocity at 24
No,
inches.
you'll be fine. I mean, it's in the 600 Grendel case, so and that's
Yeah,
that's plenty of velocity for up to like 20. Yeah, easily 24. I made 24-inch 6 arc barrels all day.
yeah,
Or I made one yesterday. But
yeah.
yeah, no, I think it'll totally be fine. We just made two 14.5s as like little tester barrels.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because we got some cool stuff coming up as far as the arc caliber, I guess, arc cartridge. And yeah, it's pretty cool. So we have those 14.5s, those are getting straight fluted right now. And then I'm gonna pin and weld one of those and use it as a coyote rig. And
Oh,
the other
okay.
one's just gonna be for strictly testing.
All right. So, what are the big calibers that you guys are working on right now? That's new.
Has to be the 8.6 blackout.
Oh,
That's
still,
that's been
dude,
yeah,
that's still
that's been
sustaining,
nonstop.
huh?
That's been nonstop. I mean, everyone
Really?
everyone everyone loves it. Yeah, that's probably our biggest seller right now. And then still doing a lot of 300 blackout and still doing a lot of 400 legend for all the hunters in the straight wall states. So yeah, and then we're doing some 22 arcs, the 6 arcs. That's weird. Like that comes and goes. We're still selling them pretty consistently, but sometimes you just get a big bump for some reason.
Right.
Someone says something somewhere, and we sell a few. So, but the 8.6 blackout that's been really prominent in the last like year and a half whenever it was released.
So I'd seen Aaron was I've seen a couple things on Facebook. So are you guys going to 1 6.5, 1 and 6.5 on 8.6 blackout?
We
with that?
We offer the 1 and 3. We sell a lot of the 1 and 3.
Right.
We actually just got some 1 and 5 that should be started probably the next 2 weeks. We'll have some of those in the next 2 weeks. We've done quite a few of the 1 and 6.5. A lot of guys are liking the slower twist rate over the 1 and 3, just because the 1 and 3 can be pretty finicky with the ammos and stuff. If you're not reloading yourself, you
Right.
can get some issues with that. And it's just finicky. It's really finicky. The 1 and 6.5 isn't as bad though, and we're expecting the 1 and 5 to be better than the 1 and 3 and the 1 and 6.5. So we'll kind of
Right.
see how it plays out once we get the testing in and whatnot. But the 1 and 3 does subs super well. It's just in certain, if you know, depending on the load, it can not shoot well, or it will. It just
Right.
it depends, man. Whatever the barrel wants that day. I'll be honest. That's for everybody. So
Oh yeah. Now, how about the 400 legend? So your dad was talking about. Are you guys going to be doing 1 in 10 twists, 400 legends for subsonics?
yeah, we'd like to. I think that we have some coming in eventually. I'd have to double check on that. I know we've been doing the 1 in 16s right now, and you can do subs in that, and they'll stabilize.
Right.
I don't know
Grain. What grain weight?
yeah, we haven't maxed it out yet. We haven't kind of seen where it goes yet.
Right.
We'll just have to wait and see. But the 1 to 10, it'll be out eventually.
Okay. Cool. What about? So what would you say? How much custom rifles do you guys do?
Like rifles or barrels?
Rifles. Do you do
So
any custom rifle builds?
we do. Like a customer will kind of do their own thing. They'll send they can send their action in. We'll shoulder to an action or prefit to an action. But we don't bring in like an action. We don't bring in a stock to like make a custom rifle for a customer or just like post it up on our website. We're pretty much strictly doing barrels now.
Right.
We don't really offer uppers. We'll build your upper, but we're not offering Mos-Tek uppers or complete guns. Our kind of part of the market is the custom barrels and the barrel side. So that's kind of what we're sticking to and running with.
Cool. Hey,
So
so did you make it to SHOT Show?
yeah, I did.
Was
Yeah.
that how many times you've been to SHOT Show?
This was my second time. So I went
Also, your
last year.
second time.
I went this year. Yeah, it's awesome. You went a few years ago, right? You've
Dude,
been
I
a
used
few
to go.
times.
I covered it for 5 years, and then my
Oh,
free
dude,
ride
yeah.
went bye. I'm like, oh man. I mean,
Yeah.
my guy was setting me up big time, man. I mean, it was nice. Yeah, I
Yeah.
loved it. I loved, we don't have anything like Las Vegas in Ohio, and just the whole gun, just for,
That's what I love.
I mean,
The
it's
whole
like
I don't
everywhere, man. It's like, dang, look at all
yeah.
this.
You walk in. Oh, I can't tell you how many times I got turned around. Oh
Oh
man.
yeah, you're looking on your
Yeah.
phone, you're looking, and then all these freaking, it's like zip code numbers. You're like, wait a minute.
85203. Oh, what? Where am I at?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, I found the Glock booth and I found this booth. Where am I at in the map? Yeah, dude. They
How were
got
your
to
feet?
change the.
What did you learn from year 1 to year 2? What shoes were you wearing?
Oh, dude. Oh, I think the first year I wore Converse and I was never again.
You
This
were on
year I brought.
Converse?
Oh yeah, dude. Mistake. This this year, yeah. This year I wore my boots, and I mean I broke this
Your
in a few months
cowboy
ago.
boots?
Yeah, no, it was great.
Oh,
They did
really?
fantastic.
Seriously?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Huh.
They have good arch support, and I broke
All
them in.
right.
Once
Right.
you break them in, and they're like to your feet, I guess. Dude,
Right.
they're so comfy. I don't wear much anymore. I'll be honest.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
So yeah,
Yeah,
it
no,
worked out really well though.
that killed me, dude. I was doing, because if you watch my SHOT Show coverage, like from 2017, 18, 19, 20, you know,
Hmm.
I mean, I think like 2018, I set my record. I did like freaking 40 videos that week. I was like by myself, man. I was filming. I'd film 5 people, go up to media
Dang.
room, pump out the videos, turn around, film 5 more people, and I did that for like 5
Holy,
days straight.
dude, that's a
Like
lot.
I burnt the hell out of them, but I made a lot of good contacts then. It was like,
Oh yeah, no, it's there's a lot. There's just like there's honestly too much there.
yes.
Because I've only gone for 3 days. Next year we're going for the full 5. Do you go to the supplier showcase? Do you go on the Monday?
No, I've always want. No, I have. Yes, I've gone. I thought you were talking about the range day where you're shooting.
Yeah, no, I haven't
No,
I
I've
haven't
been
done
to
the
a
range
supplier
day, but
showcase where you go upstairs.
yeah.
Like
That's
the quote small people, but those are those are up and coming people that you make
exactly. And
contacts with.
some of them are like, big name brand people, but they're just releasing something new and like it's just for, the manufacturers, I guess, or the suppliers.
Right.
They supply you with stuff. So that's the main reason we go is to meet customers there and stuff, but also to go supplier showcase. We love a supplier showcase.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because as you know, just like you guys work like the auto industry, right? You know what Henry Ford's motto was?
Mhm.
Never single source.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Because
You know,
if one guy
two
goes,
two is
his
one and one is none, right?
oh yeah. I mean,
You know that with machines,
you can screw yourself real quick. So, yeah, if you have multiple vendors or multiple, I guess, sources for whatever you're needing, yeah, you don't
right?
have all your eggs in one basket. No way.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Hey, so I'm gonna ask you. There's a thing that you got for me sometime, right?
Yeah, I know what you're
I was
talking
gonna ask,
about.
have you thrown at that yet or not? You can tell me the truth because if you
Dude,
haven't,
I
that's
don't I
great.
don't no, I don't think we have yet. No. I don't think
Okay,
it's not
look,
even
look.
chambered
What
yet.
does that say? Oh, wait a minute. What's that say?
Long throw 2250 AI. You want us to make it long?
Yeah.
What weight bolts are you putting in it?
Uh, so I've got here's a parent case. I don't know how good this camera is. I think it sucks, but
It's
okay.
good. I can see it. I just have you on my phone. You're kind of a little small.
There's a 68
Oh,
grain. Wait a minute. There's a
okay.
68 grain hammer, right?
Okay. Yeah.
224. Here's a 85 and a half grain burger
Okay.
hybrid, and then here's a 90 grain burger
Dude. Yeah,
224.
that's pretty long, man. That's pretty long. That's pretty long. Yeah.
I mean, there's an 85 and a half, or there's 68 next to it, all copper. But that's an 85. So that's what I'm saying about long throating. I mean, there's a case,
Yeah.
I
Are
can't
are
do
you
this
gonna be
as well.
are you gonna be single feeding them into there or something? Or is your mag gonna allow that?
So the mag that action is a short action. So
Okay.
that's 2.800, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like 2.800 to I guess 2.9, I think.
281. Huh?
Yeah, I think depending on the manufacturer, it's up to 3 inches or 2.9, depending on
Yeah,
your
yeah.
action and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah. So I mean, this is ridiculous. I had to have bullets down in the case.
yeah, dude. Yeah,
So I
yeah. You
thought
like
I
stick it.
thought just long throat it, and then I'll just chase my. Honestly, I'm not gonna shoot it 1,000 times, so I ain't worried
Yeah.
about burning out the throat.
No, you'll be fine.
So I mean, how?
Yeah.
So I gotta ask you, what would you recommend? Um, like 40 thou, or what would you recommend putting along? I have no idea on a 2250 AI. You know,
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know either. I have to talk to Aaron
just
and kind
keep
of see what
driving
he.
that reamer in there until it feels good.
Yeah, yeah. Just send us a few bullets, man. Hey, does that feel good? Is there anything on there?
Yeah.
Oh, that should be good. That should be good. That'll be fine. Yeah, we'll give it a shot. No, we could go in there with we'll just ream it and then go in there with the rotor, open that up a little bit, and
Okay.
we can make it 3 inches long if you wanted,
How long?
or however 3 inches if you wanted, man. We can make it however long you wanted, really. I mean that'd be stupid, but yeah, whatever you want.
I mean, like, can you imagine a 2250 AI and have that bullet seated like that?
It'd be a little spear though, man.
Oh yeah,
If you could put that much powder in there too.
dude, I'm telling you, this 90 grain, like the AI. So Okay, I know people are like, why don't you just do 22 Creedmoor, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You know, why don't you just do 22 Creedmoor? Well, so you know the advantage of Ackley improved?
It's the
The
shoulder.
shoulder
It's different
angle,
like that, right?
40,
40.
30
Yeah.
degree shoulder angle. So the benefits of a relatively sharp shoulder angle is that, you know, when you fire the case, the brass expands radially, right?
Yeah.
And axially. It expands,
Mhm.
stretches. Well, with the 40 degree, what P.O. Ackley discovered with the 40-degree shoulder is that his cases weren't stretching.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
then you don't have to trim your brass. And you know, this Lapua brass is like $1.20 a piece, right?
It's not cheap. Yeah. Anything
Not
that says
cheap.
Lapua on the back, man, it's not cheap.
Yeah, this Lapua. This stuff ain't, that's just the brass. It's $1.20, you know.
But if you treat it good though, you can get like, 20 firings out of it. So,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I mean that's the beauty of an AI is that you don't have to like a 22 Creed, because I guarantee you guys that have 22 Creedmoors, they're like, I know their cases are stretching 3 or 5 thousandths easily.
Oh,
Oh yeah. So that's the you know, I've got 3 cartridges I'm going to focus on this year. I'm going to focus on the 22-250 Ackley Improved, the
okay.
22 Arc, and probably the 400 Legend. I mean, I still got
Okay.
that 16-inch Mos-Tek. No, 8. Oh, wait a minute.
I
One
think
at
it's
16 twist, 18-inch,
I think that's an 18 or a 17.
18
I
or
think
17.
it's a
It was one of the
17.
first ones you guys did.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a 17 because Aaron was gonna be shooting that and he sent it to you and he's like, that was like that was my barrel right there. Aaron loves 17-inch barrels. He does 16s are all right,
Is
18s
he
are
going
right,
it
and he
back?
just
I'll send
no,
it
no, he
back.
said no, we'll
Dude,
send
that
it on
freaking
enough for
barrel shoots, man. That thing shoots like
Oh
sub.
yeah.
Did you see my video? I did. That thing
Yeah.
shoots sub
I like
MOA
200 and yeah, you were banging steel, man.
at
It was
200,
doing
like
dang good.
250 yards, dude. I was like, pow, pow. I was like, dang.
Oh, yeah, I saw the video, man. You were shooting that day, that's for dang sure. So,
Yeah.
I
I mean,
mean,
I was
and that's
like
just factory ammo. That was the
215
uh
grain,
yeah, the
215
215
grain.
grain. I was like, that's the heavier stuff. Yeah. So I
Yeah.
was impressed with when you sent me that video, I'm like, dang, Nito can shoot. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know,
It's
I'm gonna shoot a
it
buck
was
at 7 yards at the recurve. Come on, man.
Yeah, I can shoot. Yeah. Yeah. No, man. Because I mean,
Yeah, I've been
yeah, I was
lucky.
surprised.
Huh?
No, I was surprised with how good the foreign legend was shooting in general. I mean, it's a 40 cal bullet and 250
Right.
yards, man. Yeah,
Dude,
you were smoking it.
well, just like you guys found the 350 Legend, there are some cartridges that are just inherently accurate.
Oh
350
yeah.
Legend, man, your barrels, man, of every one I've shot been sub MOA.
Oh, that's what we like to hear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, they are. They just inherent, you know, the cartridge is inherently accurate, and then your barrels, you know, and one and one, you got a greatness. You know. Hey, real quick, they don't sponsor me. In fact, I had to buy this. You know what this is?
That is the what's that called? It's the new
Can
is
you
it
read that or not? This camera
no,
sucks. But anyways,
I
this is a
can't. Is
Garmin.
it it's the
Yeah,
Garmin, it's the what's it called though?
0C1.
Yeah. I've heard great things about that. A lot of
Dude, I
people are
love this
switching to that
thing,
little
man.
guy. I mean, it's so look how small that is too. That thing's awesome.
Dude, I shot a rubber band at 175 feet per second. A rubber band.
The stuff you do with it, Nita. You're just like, I gotta see.
I gotta see.
175.
You know, I'm an engineer by trade, right?
You
So,
gotta test it out. How fast
hang
can
on
you
a second.
throw?
What's that?
How fast can you throw?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't tested that yet. Let's see. I'm afraid if I threw a baseball, I'd freaking hit it.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
what did I do with that? It's somewhere here. Oh, now I can't find it. Come on, Gabe. You got to fill in the time. The uncomfortable silence. Tell us a joke.
Tell us a joke. Ah, dude, I
Yeah.
don't have one off the bat like that. Come on, you're putting me in a tough situation here.
Oh man, I'm trying to find my screenshot and I can't find it. Oh, there it is, right there. There you go. What does that say?
100 is that 177.4?
And what's the red arrow pointing at?
I cannot read that. I
It
have
says
no idea.
rubber band.
Rubber band. That's awesome, man.
177.4.
How did you just like pull it back, or was it like a little
Yeah,
finger
dude,
gun, or
it was like the quarter, the are those quarter inch? They're like that big around. The quarter inch
oh
bands.
oh, so it's a big one then, huh?
Well, I mean, yeah, it's not like the little skinny one. It's like the quarter inch wide. They're
Yeah,
like that big around. You know what I'm talking about?
those things got some power, man.
Yeah, so I just like stretch it back. I'm sitting back, and I had to do it like 5 times. Like I'm in the hallway upstairs, right? I'm sitting there, and dude, I wish I would have my camera going because
I
YouTube
would have
Shorts
paid.
they get a half million
I would
views.
have paid to see that. You guys just in the background.
Yeah, they actually slip and pop myself in the eye.
Oh
Good thing
yeah,
I
dude.
got
Or
safety
like,
glasses
or
on.
just like hits your finger wrong. It's like,
Yeah,
oh
ow!
no. 177 feet per second, man. That's
Oh, and then my boys, my youngest son's, you ever play around with airsoft?
Oh, of course, yeah. When I was a kid, I would, yeah.
So do you know? Okay, check this out. So a couple now these people do sponsor me. Have you ever heard of is it Evike or Evic? They're out of I think they're out of I forget where they're out of. But anyways, all right, dude, check this out. So my boy was like, Dad, do you think you can get the airsoft people to sponsor you? I'm like, I don't know, I'll try.
I'll try, yeah.
Dude, they sent me a $650 airsoft rifle.
Really?
$650. It's
Dang,
it's
man.
like it's like a Seekins Precision SP223 clone.
Dude, that's legit. And they
Dude,
just
and
sent it
it's
to you?
shot. Huh?
They just sent it to you?
Yeah, I did a video. I haven't released a video yet, but so this thing's got like dual MOSFET technology. Like I was totally ignorant of airsoft, right?
Yeah.
This thing shot for like 5 shots, had a standard deviation of like 1.2 feet per second.
That's it.
That's it.
That,
It was
that's
shooting
got
like
out of an
300.
airsoft gun?
Huh?
Out of an airsoft gun?
It was shooting like 300. Here, I think I still have it saved. Let me look on my Garmin shot view. I
Like
think I do.
ammo companies aren't even that consistent, man.
No, I mean it was shooting yet. Oh, I don't think I saved it. No, it shot. It was like 1.2 feet per second standard deviation for 5 shots. It was like 330. Does that sound right for an airsoft? Like, what's the
Yeah, yeah.
limit?
Oh, I think max I think you can legally play with is like around three. I don't know. The people I
350.
always played with was like 350. The most I've ever seen is like 550 though.
There's like sniper rifles or.
Yeah, my brother had one. That thing hurt, man. That
Oh,
thing hurt.
no.
I think he was shooting like 15 or 20 grain little BBs too. Oh, dude, it did not feel good.
Dang.
It did not feel good. It was pretty dang accurate, but yeah, it'd leave welts. You'd be bleeding a little bit if it was too close. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, dude. Let's talk optics. Have you ever heard of Arkin Optics?
No, I haven't.
So like I honestly think they're gonna be like the Vortex of scopes.
Okay.
Like I don't know if you're old enough to remember when Vortex first started coming out. They first got onto the scene around 2010,
Mm-hmm.
like 14 years ago, right?
Dang. Okay.
And back then nobody really, I mean, people heard of them, right? But they were nowhere near what they are now. They were just getting started. And then, of course,
Yeah.
Athlon Optics kind of became Vortex Optics, right? Now you got these scope makers. I mean, they got a first focal plane like 5 to 25 by 56, 34 main body for like $600.
Oh,
And
that's a
it's
smoking
Japanese
deal.
glass, and it's
I
like
was gonna
straight up legit. I mean, like this scope is probably if you do a Google search, it's like comparable to like a $1,200, Vortex or Athlon or whatever.
Yeah.
So, but anyways,
Dang, man.
I'm getting a it's a daytime nighttime scope. Okay.
Okay.
I mean, it's a digital night vision.
Yeah.
With the IR.
Mm-hmm.
I'm no stranger. I mean, I used to hunt coyotes with them, but the reason I'm getting it is for the daytime capability
Okay.
to shoot my groundhog videos.
Oh
Right?
yeah. You love killing those things, man.
Oh yeah, man. That's like all day long. Yeah, I'd do that all day long. If I had to
Dude,
quit
yeah.
my job, that'd be my real job. I'm the guy on Caddyshack. You ever seen
Oh
Caddyshack?
yeah.
Don't
Yeah,
worry.
yeah, yeah.
That's me.
Dude, yeah, heck yeah, man.
Did you
That's what
see
I'm
my
talking about.
videos last summer with my decoys?
I don't think I did, no.
Dude, I was
Oh, wait, were they like the little homemade decoys you had?
yeah.
Oh, dude, I totally saw that, man. Yeah,
Did you
yeah.
see that? Well,
Oh, yeah,
There were Delta archery targets, right?
yeah.
The gal Delta, she loved it, man. She said the one I had was like 20 years old, dude. And it was like I actually did a video where I called him Gordon the groundhog. Well, the Delta archery targets gal, she's like, I showed her a video of Gordon. She's like, no, 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 no. We got to get you a new target, right? Because
Yeah.
this is not the face of Delta targets, not a 25-year-old, raggedy ass,
Oh, yeah.
groundhog target that looks
Been
pretty
sitting in the
bad.
solid for 20 years.
Yeah.
Shot
So
at, yeah.
she sent me a brand new groundhog target. I thought, you know what?
Okay.
We're gonna call her Gina, like
You know,
expanding foam.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah, you spray it and like 5 seconds later, it
And you
kinda
go,
starts like bubbling up. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So I did that to Gordy, man. I was like, and Gordy's like, go. So I got
Whole
the saran wrap and I wrapped it around because Gordon was like getting all expando, And then he
dude,
dried, and then I got the steak knife out, and I'm like, sculpting
you
Gordo.
chopped him a new figure?
I got the brown spray paint, and like he was
Dude,
all made up, man. He was all happy. So the next video, it was Gordon and Gina tag teaming the groundhogs, man.
okay. Yeah. Yeah, what do you use to kill those little guys?
204 Ruger,
Oh, yeah, that's a laser beam.
dude, laser
Yeah,
beam.
those things are fast.
22-250 also Ackley improved.
Yeah, yeah.
260 Ackley improved. I did a video like 10 years ago. I was shooting 95 grain V maxes at like 3,500 feet per second. I think I was shooting 95 grain V maxes at 35
95 grainers?
out of a 260 Ackley improved. You
That's
know what
cooking.
260 Remington? You know what that
Yeah,
is?
yeah. Yeah.
So that's a 6.5 millimeter 308, right?
That's cooking, man.
Well, then now you Ackley improve that 260, right? I mean,
Mhm.
that 260 Ackley improved would shoot, like everybody's like gaga over a 6.5 Creedmoor, right?
Yeah, now everyone is, yeah.
So you're lucky to get out of a 140 grain 6.5 Creedmoor, like what, 2,800 on a long barrel,
It's probably somewhere around there, yeah.
2850. 260 Ackley improved will shoot the same bullet at around 3,050. Yeah, so it's
Dude,
like a 6.5
because
Creedmoor Magnum. Of course, I was
dang.
shooting, but
And
no,
you were shooting 95 grainers, you said?
95, and then I would shoot like when I worked with Lehigh, I would shoot their 121 grain. Let me get my shooter after real quick here. I think I still got him,
Yeah,
dude.
no,
260. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm just getting into reloading, but I mean I find it fascinating. Like those
Oh
Z
yeah,
Maxes, my buddy, he killed his javelina with that, and we were shooting coyotes with it, dude. It does the job, man. It gets it done. So I've been looking at that for the 22 arc and the 6 arc, reloading some lightweight bullets and just pushing them in an AR. So
right.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it seems promising as far as how fast we can get it up to and load it up to, but
I
yeah,
got
it's gonna be sweet.
I got my 6 arc shooting the 75 grain hammers at 3250.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome. Is that out of a bolt gun or is that a
Yeah,
AR?
that's that Howa mini action,
I love that platform. The mini
dude. It's
actions.
like 4 pounds 10 ounces.
People need to make more of those. Like some companies need to come up with more because the mini actions. I mean, you're not trying to shoot a 6 arc out of a short action. You're not trying to shoot a Grendel or 300 blackout 223. The
Right.
mini action is the way to go because we have I think three of the mini actions and I love it, man. They shoot really good. Like I have one
What?
built right now with a 6 arc and yeah, they shoot great.
Oh, you have one.
Yeah, yeah, we have 3 here, and then we have those JTAC, Industries chassis.
Oh,
Yeah, 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 so
yeah,
Cody's
yeah,
I think Cody's had it for probably 8 months now. I think he's kind
yeah.
of been the sole guy over there.
Right.
But their chassis are sweet. I like them a lot. They
Screech
get they
out, and
get
then he's
they
got the folder coming out.
Yeah. I've been following along. So I have the telescope stock, I think. You just grab it
Yeah,
and rip it, and I
right.
like that a lot because it's real compact and easy, you know. And yeah, it's a shooter, man. It's a shooter. I like the chassis a lot though. They're light. You can get a nice little barrel on there. I run like 16 to 18-inch barrels on that. I don't love a big old long barrel, so especially for varmint hunting, I don't see the point. I mean, I get it if you're reloading, you know, you can get a big 24-inch barrel, but I'm trying to
Right.
keep it light, you know, and 16 to 18, 20. Yeah, that's plenty long enough.
What? How about the? How about our guys at Diligent? Did you get any cans yet from them?
Yes,
What'd
yeah,
you get,
yeah.
man?
So I got their Wolf Hunter, the 6 mil can they have, and then I got the DTF S, I think. So it's the 338 can, the A6 can,
Oh, okay.
in the small variant. And I mean, I haven't shot them. I got them last week, but I haven't been to the range. I almost contemplated going today and just shooting some of our 8.6 subs that we have here. We have a Howa built up right now, a Howa 1500 and 8.6 blackout, the 1 of 3. And I was just gonna go, you know, put some rounds down range and see how quiet it was. But I just work all the
Dude,
time, man. I don't give myself enough time off to go mess around and
it's like,
shoot guns.
I went out to Pennsylvania and did a
Yeah.
video on their tester or whatever.
Oh,
They
yeah,
got
I
they
saw that
got it
video.
going on,
Yeah.
man. Huh?
Yeah, they got it going on. I talked to Brandon today. Actually, he's gonna be getting one of our barrels here soon, whenever he wants it.
Right.
And he's a great guy. He's a good dude.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah. But both him and I forget his partner's name. His partner's a mechanical engineer.
yeah,
Really
yeah,
smart, brilliant, just
yeah.
brilliant.
I mean, that's what it seemed like in the video. I mean, I haven't talked to the partner, and I forget his name. I want to guess, but I don't want to be wrong, so I'm not going to.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, but Brandon, he's a good dude, and they got good stuff going on over there. They have great suppressors, so and they're
So,
light. I
oh
was
yeah,
surprised by the weight. I got it all titanium, and I'm like, this thing's like 9 or 10 ounces. I'm like, this thing's so light. You know, I'll put this on any
oh
gun.
yeah.
It's not like a big 21-ounce dinner can. So
You
yeah,
guys are an
it's real
SOT,
nice.
right?
Yeah, so we've manufactured a few over the years, but I mean they're more just like tester cans to mess around with over here. But we're FFL SOT. So
Right. So
yeah.
their cans, and I can't really reveal any secrets about them, but how they came about in their baffle design was because of that sound meter that they use.
Really?
Yeah, that sound
Okay.
meter, that Pulse sound system is like that thing is like state of the art, man.
Oh,
It's like
yeah, it is.
multi-10, it's like five-figure, you know, computer tester with 3 microphones. And
Yeah,
like
that's pretty
it's
that's pretty intense. Yeah.
oh yeah, but I mean that's how they like their can was like the number one rated on Pew Science.
Yeah,
I
that
mean
I saw
compared to
that.
everybody.
I had heard about him on Pew Science. Um, and I've been following that guy for a few years now. And I heard about him, and I think Otter Creek did good too. There's a lot of good lot of good information on there.
Right.
But you're the one that got me his information, and I reached out and built a good relationship with him. But yeah, he's a good dude, and they're quiet. Your video with especially 8.6 subs
Oh
on
yeah.
that video, dude, that is so quiet.
Oh
It's
yeah,
so
you
quiet. Even
should.
shooting 5.56 through that, man, it was stupid quiet.
So you know what I did like my deer rifle this past year is that 360 buck hammer,
Yeah, the lever, it's a
lever
Henry,
action
right?
Henry. You know what that
Yeah,
caliber is? 358.
yeah.
Okay,
So you could,
358.
uh-huh,
I've been shooting the 8.6 can on that.
you have. Well, I mean, I know it's overboard, so you should have enough room,
409.
and oh, you got plenty of room in there. You got like 25 thou side,
Yeah,
20
but
thou
dude,
side.
it's so quiet. I mean, it is like
Oh
the
yeah.
it. Could you imagine? Because the can's designed for 338. So
Hmm.
I'm shooting because I asked Brandon. I said, "Man, what do you think about me?" He's like, "Do it. I mean, if your muzzle's concentric, your threads are good. Do it. And
Send it on through. Yeah.
dude, I shot one deer this past year with that. And it was like a 75 deer shot. It was like I'm shooting supersonics. I mean, I was shooting 200 grain makers like at a 2,200 feet per second. And
Okay.
it was like whap. I was like,
Dude.
dang.
Yeah.
It wasn't
That's what I'm talking
subsonic
about.
quiet, but it was like You
Well,
know,
you probably got a crack, but dude, I bet it muffled it so much. Like I'll
with
be,
the impact, that deer, he was facing right onto me, and I freaking just hammered him right here, and it just
oh
went
yeah,
wham. I mean, you heard that thump.
yeah. Well, we got my brother's heavily on video. Oh, I never even tell you that. He was shooting on one of our 5.56 barrels, and he'd reloaded some ammo. I think it was the Sierra game matches, 55 grain hollow points. Dude,
Sierra Game Kings.
Sierra Game Kings. Yeah, yeah, the
Yeah,
Game
yeah,
Kings,
yeah.
not the
SGKs.
game match. Yeah, yeah, the
Yeah, yeah.
Game Kings. Dude, those get it done. It was running, it was running, away from him. So he got a nice headshot. He got a nice headshot. I'll send you some pictures of that too. Opened his skull pretty dang good, but on the run too. And I was like, man, you're a dang good shot.
What do you
But
what was he using?
it was a 5.56, 11.5 inch barrel from us.
Oh, a
Um,
shorty.
yeah, it was a little shorty, dude, and it was. I mean, he took a few kites with that too, and it was yeah, it performed really well. We were happy with it.
So are you guys? How are you putting on the diligent defense cans? Are you direct threading them?
Yeah. So right now we're gonna be direct threading them. I have chemo muzzle brakes
That's what I
that
have.
I have on order with the hub mount. I'm gonna put both of those on there. Are you liking that? Is it sealing up pretty good?
Yeah, yeah, it's fine. It's good. But I tell you what, Brandon got me on. He's the one that got me on the lighter's better kick,
The
right?
lighter's better kick. Okay, yeah.
So like my coyote rifle with the thermal is 8 pounds, dude. Fully equipped.
With a mag.
8 pounds with the thermal and a can is 8 pounds. That
That's
Howell mini
nothing.
action, that carbon
Yeah, that's
softer, it's 4 pounds, 10 ounces.
oh
You
yeah,
throw on a 2 pound thermal, right? And then
yeah.
you throw on, 12 ounces of can and whatever. But yeah, that thing, when,
That's light, man. That's super light.
yeah, for a fully equipped rifle, man, it's like a
Oh yeah,
freaking,
and but for a thermal too. I mean, the thermals alone, like you said, they're like 2 pounds.
they're two
And then
pounds,
you
man.
got
You can't get a
yeah.
super light thermal unless it's cheap,
Uh-uh. Are you running a tripod with that then too? Are you standing at night
Yeah,
with
yeah, no, I
tripods
got
or
tripod. Yeah, Warrior
okay,
tripods.
okay, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
that'll get it done, man.
do you use a tripod also?
No, I've been thinking about getting into it. I mean, in
Warrior,
Arizona,
I'll,
there's only
I'll hook you. I'll hook you up with Warrior tripods.
yeah, yeah. Send
We're
me some
down in
info. I would.
Alabama.
Oh heck yeah, I love Alabama.
Yeah,
I'm sure I'll like those dudes a lot. Yeah, get me hooked up, give me the information, and I'll
yeah,
reach
yeah,
out
yeah.
because I've been needing one, especially for varmint hunting. I'm using sticks right now, and it's just
Oh yeah, that's tough
you
to.
you know you know
You
you
get a
know how
lot of
sticks
this.
are,
You get
man.
a lot of this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it should help me out a little bit. But out in Arizona, you can only night hunt in like 2 units, and you can't. It's not thermal; it's just spotlighting. So it's not
Dang,
like out where
dude.
you are. Yeah,
Have
I
you
see
ever
all these.
thermal hunted?
No, nuh-uh. I mean,
Oh,
I've
dude.
looked through thermal and I've looked through like nods and stuff, but no, I've never thermal hunted, man. I've seen so many videos and I'm just like, oh, like The Last Stand, Lucky Duck. I love that. I love that channel.
Right.
I even seen some of yours. Yeah, dude, I want to do it bad, but I'll get the opportunity eventually. I know.
We
So
should we should meet up in Texas. I got a buddy. We could hunt hogs down there.
I'd be down for that, man.
You be down for
That'd be
that?
awesome. Oh heck yeah, yeah. You give me some dates, man. I'll work around it.
All right, all right. We'll
And
do something. Yeah, I
heck
got a
yeah,
buddy. He
meet
lives.
up.
He's like half an hour north of Corpus
Um,
Christi.
I'm not familiar with that.
Yeah, that's Corpus is right on the coast.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I know. I'm not. I mean, I could probably name you, 3 places in Texas. I'm not too familiar with all the cities out there. I know,
Right,
I know the
right, right.
major cities, but any of the towns,
Right.
So,
So, anyways,
but
where we at? So we're about around an hour. So you got anything else to um talk about at Mos-Tek? I mean, just business as
um,
usual. How many machines you guys got now?
we run 3 CNC lathes, and then we have 2 manual lathes and a manual mill. That's what we're running right now. Obviously, our laser engravers, sandblaster, stuff like that, just support equipment to make our stuff look good. But everything gets profiled CNC. Right now, it's probably 50-50 of chambering, 50% manual, 50% like CNC. We're switching more over to CNC just because the repeatability is a lot better and it's faster. So if we can, match the same, kind of chamber you're getting manually, because manually, that's probably the best way to do it. Because you can do, we run a T-Bass chuck, so you can actually adjust, like, obviously radially, but also angularly. So a lot of gunsmiths, they'll use like a spider jaw off the back of their lathe and dial the bore straight with their reamer. But we use the T-Bass. A lot of barrel manufacturers use it just so you can get like a perfect chamber without using a fluid reamer holder, and it's just a straight shot, most
Right.
accurate. So right now we're doing a lot on the manual and a lot on the CNC. We're kind of trying to transition more to CNC though. Um, we have we do a lot of profile now. We make a lot of barrels, man. But we do have some new stuff coming out, called the War Series, and that should be really nice because we're gonna have more on the shelf. It's not gonna be as custom barrels. It's gonna be, this barrel, 16-inch 5.56 barrel or 16-inch 6 arc barrel, whatever, like what caliber we do. We'll be doing small batches of 25, 30 barrels. That's obviously, it's not gonna be custom at all. It's gonna be a little bit more affordable, so everyone can have a Mos-Tek barrel.
Right.
And then you want to have a 20-week lead time to get a barrel. So that's kind of
You
our goal right now, is to get more product out there and get it in people's hands.
you guys do some sweet Cerakote work too, man.
Oh yeah, yeah. Our Cerakote, it's we'll do pretty much any color, whatever you want, we'll do, and it turns out really good. Because I think you have black. You've only gotten black Cerakote from us, if I recall, right?
No,
Or
well, I
did you do
got the
you do that
Aaron sent.
the gold 300 blackout or something like that, right?
No, yeah, it was a it's a 4 3/4 inch 300 blackout, 1 in 5.
Yeah, the
I,
shorty, yeah.
I think that was a bronze. Do you do a
Oh, was it
bronze?
burnt bronze?
Bronze.
Burnt bronze.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
thing's
yeah,
bad, man. That thing
yeah.
is
That's
sweet.
that's Mikhail's favorite Cerakote. I like Sniper Gray. That's a nice gray.
Yes,
I like that.
tungsten.
Sniper Gray or tungsten. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I like both those colors a lot. Burnt bronze, that's good too. Obviously, FDE, OD green. I do like that dark kind of green color. There's so many colors you can do, man. Whatever you want, we could do. So.
nice, nice.
Yeah, I mean, I run my barrels. All my barrels get nitrided. I like nitrate a lot. I think it withstands use a lot better. It's easier to clean. I recommend nitrate a lot of stuff. Yeah, because I think your Foreign Legend barrel is nitrate, right?
Yes.
Yeah, are you liking that?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I just think it's better. It runs a little cleaner. I like how durable it is. I mean, you could drop it on the floor, man. It won't scratch. Cerakote, if you hit it against something, it has the potential of scratching and chipping and revealing whatever's underneath. But
Right.
um, yeah, that's why I like nitride. But that's my own
Sweet.
preference. Anyone can have whatever they want when it comes to Mos-Tek. So yeah,
So, so the lead time lead time is run. You say 20 weeks now.
I would say probably about 20 weeks.
20
Yeah,
weeks,
we're we're
right?
we're pretty overloaded right now. I mean, I work minimum 10-hour days, probably about 6 days a week right now. Just trying to catch up, get all these barrels out. Because I know guys are eager to get them. I mean, our customers are great, and they're really understanding of our lead time and what they're getting when they order a custom barrel.
Right.
And we appreciate that. Um, but at the end of it, you're getting a custom barrel that's super quality and shoots great. We say it'll shoot as good as you can shoot. So
Right. Have you
like,
have you guys ever thought about getting? Because do you actually have a barrel making machine or not?
do you
Like
mean
you?
for like the rifling and the drilling?
Yeah, yeah.
We do not yet.
Is
We
that
are
as
looking into that though, because we want to bring that. We want to bring everything in house as much as possible. Because
right?
obviously it lowers prices for us, and then we can kind of be in control of that. We're not waiting on anybody else
Right.
to send us barrel blanks and whatnot. So we
Yeah.
are eager to get that started eventually, but we're just not quite there yet.
Yeah. I got a friend that picked up a barrel making machine, and it's pretty crazy
Oh
what it
yeah,
takes to do
did
that.
you do you know what he got?
Not offhand.
Is it older or newer?
I assume it's probably newer. Yeah.
Okay, so it's probably like a unisig or a Percy Hole. It's
Yeah.
probably one of
Yeah. I'm
those
not sure on
brands,
the
or
make,
it's
but
is it Brown and Sharp? I think they make that's I think Brown and Sharp is like that's like World War II era kind of stuff.
yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
that a lot of people still use it because of how dang reliable it is,
Oh
repeatable it
yeah.
is. Because you can cut rifle with that, you can pull a button with that. Yeah, brown sharp.
People don't realize there aren't that many, like relatively speaking, there aren't that many barrel makers, are there? I mean, good barrel makers.
There's a lot of barrel makers. I'm not gonna say names. There's a lot of good ones. There's plenty of bad ones.
Right,
Like
that's what I'm saying.
if you bore scope our barrels, I mean, you'll see why our barrels cost so much. Yeah, dude, our boards are real clean. We use high quality blanks that aren't cheap, and that's why it reflects in the price. But we're not gonna, buy a cheaper barrel blank just so we can, you know, have a better profit margin. We want our barrels to shoot. Like I was talking to a guy last 2 weeks. We'd have guys like send us groups and like, oh, I love this barrel. I think both of them were 6 arcs, and dude, like 0.18 groups, five round hole, 0.18 group. Yeah, 100
That's like
yards,
less
and then
than caliber.
oh yeah, dude, it was nothing. And then he had another guy was sending us some, and it was like 0.24 or something like that, 3 round groups, and he was just doing load development. He's like, oh, I
Right.
was just doing load development, and here's my 6 groups, and like 2 or 3 of them were under 1/4 inch. I'm just like, that's pretty good.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
happy with that.
So
So yeah.
so some people don't know this. Like I didn't know this until I really started studying it. But so do they air gauge barrels still, or is it just
Oh yeah.
barrels are so kind of explain what air gauging is if you know what it is. Do
I
they air gauge?
I'm
Oh, hey,
there?
we lost you. You're back.
Okay, yeah. Well, I kind of like, and I was just like, what the heck? What's that? So I mostly know what it is, but essentially it's just you put a rod down the barrel, and then you're looking at it's like a little floating ball essentially, and it kind of tells you how consistent a barrel is, and irregularities and
Yeah.
whatnot.
So
That's
what?
pretty much, yeah.
So essentially, this. So what you're doing is you're actually measuring. You're actually measuring leakage or the airflow, and that's what that little ball floating, right?
Hmm.
So what you're measuring is so a perfect cylinder, right?
Yeah,
Let's say a perfect cylinder is 3 inches inside diameter, right? Well, you'll never have a perfect, you could have, let's say this far down, it could be 3.00015. This far down, it could be 2.9995. So you'll get variations in the inside diameter.
yeah. Nothing's ever perfect. I mean, you can get
Yeah, no, it's
dang
perfect.
close to perfect, but nothing's
Right.
perfect.
So that's where
Yeah.
they discovered, and this technology is like 100 years old. It's phenomenal where they
Oh
did
yeah.
air gauging, where they would pass that rod, and you would actually measure how much air leaked, the leakage around that, because so it would look for bigger diameters. Like you never want to have too tight of a barrel, obviously, right?
Yeah.
So the variations you're gonna have is a larger diameter, and that's what it measures. So you guys obviously, because the bad thing about if you got a large diameter is that as that bullet is getting obturated, engraved by the rifling,
Yeah.
you hit a big spot, you're going to get gas blow by around the bullet.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Or if it's too small, I mean, you can get
Yeah, too
depending
small,
on how
you have
small.
restriction,
Oh yeah, it's gonna hit
high
it, and then
pressure.
it'll kind of make it a little bit smaller, higher pressure. You could be starting seeing some pressure signs in your under cartridge just for that split second, or it'll kind of shrink your bullet a little bit, and just any kind of irregularity in the bore can totally affect the accuracy.
Right.
It can ruin it. So yeah.
Yeah.
Um, yes. Oh yeah, it's just half inch, man. They hold the half
Yeah,
inch.
half an inch. Got my bullet
Nothing like
right
that.
down the hole there.
Dude, you got something wrong if it's a half an inch, man. I don't
Yeah,
know
yeah,
what kind of machine you got, or
yeah.
are you just sticking it in a vise and drilling it with a hand drill or something. I don't know, man.
Oh
Um,
man. All
but
right,
yeah, no,
Gabe. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say we have to finish it up. We use high quality blanks, and yeah, we're looking forward to obviously being in the industry forever and making good barrels. Yeah, that's what we're all about, man. Just making barrels, making the best barrels we possibly can, and hopefully making them faster soon also.
Awesome. So listen, I'll put all the Mos-Tek socials in the video description. Your website, your socials, all that good stuff. All right, Gabe. Well, listen, this is Nita with AP 2020 Outdoors. Remember, support that Second Amendment. Stay based. We'll see you later. Thank you. Gabe, brother.
Hey,
Love
thank
it.
you, man. I
Talk to you
appreciate it.
later.
I appreciate it.
All right.
Have a good one.
Hang on.
Bye.